What's going on, guys? Man is back, another video. We're running a little bit late, but I'm always on time. Not really, I'm never on time. But what's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about Starfield with you guys. Bethesda. I got some words for you today. And I wonder if you guys will agree with me, or if anybody from Bethesda or even Todd Howard watch this video and be like, this dude is nuts. Anyway, Bethesda had their showcase a few weeks ago, maybe a few months ago. I don't remember because every time just kind of goes slipping away into the future. But they had a showcase about 40 minutes to 45 minutes of just talking and explaining what is Starfield, who is Starfield, etc., etc. But I want to start this video off with an apology. Yeah, I bet you wasn't thinking that. Apology video? Especially after that other... Never mind. But I want to apologize to my thoughts of Starfield. I want to apologize to Bethesda because when it first got announced, we didn't see much. We just saw a logo. And I was on the bandwagon train. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people are as well. And probably still are on that back trail. Say there's like, it's Fallout and space. And I'm here to tell you guys, from what I've seen, it's not Fallout in space. This game is going to be something special, and I can tell. I was on the train that because we do know this game is still made in the same engine from all the way back from Fallout 3. I cannot confirm or deny if Morrowind is part of the same engine. I want to say it is, so it could be going back from using the same assets, the same stuff from those games. So my mind, now I'm not talking about graphics or anything like that. I'm just talking about the issues of performance that these games have. I guess performance is not a good word to use. It's the amount of glitches, the amount of issues that certain things happen within these Fallouts, these Elder Scroll games. And it's not necessarily bad. I just jumped the gun on a conclusion. So on that note, I will apologize for that. Starfield is something special, and I see great things coming from Starfield. More maybe from the modding community, because we know how Bethesda is. But I do see good things in this IP, and I think I see Todd Howard's vision for the future for this game and his team that they're bringing from just this showcase that they talked about a few days ago. Today I just want to talk about the few clip notes, because like I said, it's 40 minutes. If you guys haven't watched it, highly recommend checking it out. Just put some time aside, get some popcorn, get some Kool-Aid aside, get some fried chicken, get some grilled chicken if that's what you prefer. Get some red beans and rice, get a Popeyes biscuit, and sit down, enjoy the show of 40 minutes, and you might see something that you're interested in. But I want to touch a few points in that I found really interesting about Starfield, and why I believe it's going to be a great game upon release, even if it has Bethesda day one issues or Bethesda tropes through their game releases. But I don't want to say from what I've seen that this game will not have that per se in it. I do think the game is going to introduce a new type of issues, because like I said, Bethesda games upon release never are as bad as the one game that came out. You guys remember, I never seen any Bethesda game come out just terrible, like really bad, unplayable to an extent. But to me, the glitches from Bethesda games have add a little charm to it, and I think Starfield's gonna do the same, unless it's like something really bad that like makes you lose stuff completely. I hate to see if Starfield has survivor mode and you're just flying in your spaceship and your spaceship just flies into the sun by a glitch and you just lose everything. I think that's kind of bad if that's the case. But if that's something they need to do, they need to have like you only can revive from like auto saves. Your main save is delete or something like that. That's something I would add to it, but that's just me. But one thing I want to talk about from Starfield, they're talking about 1,000 planets. like 1,000 planets. Like 1,000? Like 1,000. Bethesda, 1,000 planets. We can explore 1,000 planets. That's too many planets. Now, I understand what your experience, because you did state it that just because Mana went to a planet and Jerome over yonder went to the same planet, but he gets a different experience. So you're trying to mingle people together to play, to have good storytelling among friends and peers on the internet and stuff like that. I do see that being great. I do see just because you watch one person play Starfield, they're going to have a completely different experience from my playthrough of Starfield, and I see good things about it. But 1,000 planets, 1,000 planets. Are you going to have us like explore all 1,000 planets? Like I don't want to say it's not possible. I just think that's to me that's unfun. That's a big number. Usually it's funny growing up as a kid. I was like, I want bigger games. But Bethesda's pushing the limit. They're saying, hey, hold my chupacabra. We're gonna take it to a whole nother level, and I don't think we're ready for a whole nother level from Bethesda right now. They're very crazy about their passion with this project, and I can see it. But 1,000 planets a little bit much. That's a lot of stuff going on. I guess they want to do that so you have plenty of resources, that you won't run out of resources, that you want that just gives you a sense of adventure, that you always run an adventure. I also believe that this 1,000 planets is also stating that there's only going to be one Starfield. We're not going to get Starfield 2. We're not going to get Starfield 3. I think we're going to have one Starfield, and it's just going to be massively updated from that game. I think we'll get treat it like an MMO. Treat it like an MMO. You know, you have an MMO game, then they come out with expansion events. I think that's what Starfield is going to be. It's going to come out with expansion events with more content added to the world. There's a lot of elements in the gameplay that I can see multiplayer aspects. So I wouldn't be surprised Starfield slowly turn into an MMO, because there's a lot of stuff which you can see through the combat of the game, which we're going to go into in a minute. We're going to transition to that you can see the passion they put from every Bethesda other titles that they have in their stronghold. The mechanics like Doom, the mechanics like Dishonored, of any of those games that Bethesda made in the past, you can see they put into this. They put a little bit of love of each game they created or developed into this one, which is good. I think it's going to help this game in the long run. It's going to give this game a longevity in that aspect. So I'm gonna talk about the combat now. The combat is like, it's not what I thought, because like this is what I was talking about. It's like, this game is not Fallout, because if you play Fallout, to me Fallout is a great game, but it's boo slow. Because I'm gonna be honest, the only reason I like Fallout, I just like putting my charisma to the max and being a dingleberry or like an angel and just like screw over people. That's like the funnest thing to do. Like dialogue in those games are like so fun, because you can just be like, all right, hey, I'm cool, dude. Hey, I'm a nice dude. Give me your money because I'm a nice dude. And they'd be like, hey, you're pretty cool. I like you. I don't know how you're doing this, but I'm gonna give you my life savings. And then you just shoot their head off, and it's like, bam, taco salad, easy like that. I love that aspect. But when you get into combat, it's not that great. And I can even say that with Fallout 4. Fallout 4 improved so much of the combat. Like, I love the combat in Fallout 4 compared to the other Fallout games, but they also dumbed down the level up system and mechanics, and it kind of didn't make the game fun to me in that aspect as well. But this game feels like it's its own unique style. It feels like, basically, I'm gonna just sum it up. It's straight up a first-person shooter or a third-person shooter, because you can play the game any way that you like it at any time that you want to play it, which is amazing. So you have that type of controls, and the game also is still at its heart are RPG. So you have your RPG elements, you have your skill trees, you can level up your items. You can what's the word I'm trying to use? The word customize your equipment. From there, you can mod your weapons, increase, change it up. You know, the typical stuff that add to your character, which I'm pretty sure all this stuff is going to mingle together as well. For story purposes, you know, I guess you can get abilities like power, space magic, and from there, Bethesda's keeping that kind of tight-lipped secret, so they want us to play the game, of course, which I am I'm thankful for they're not spilling the beans. They really want us to be space explorers, which is amazing. Space explorers is a great thing because we're not going to see explore space in our lifetime. So hey, Bethesda say, hey, we're going to make a game so we can do that for you. But overall, the combat is pretty experienced. It's pretty set tone, fast paced, quick, easy, simple. It's going to come down for how you equip your stats and your doohickeys on that point. Exploration in this game is crazy. You can scan pretty much everything. Every planet's scannable, which leads to 1,000 planets. So like, man, if you're a professional, you like to be 100% of your games, it ain't gonna happen, Chief. And I bet like the first person that's gonna get it's gonna get like a memorial in the game, and it's like, do you really want to be a memorial in Starfield, bro? Do you really want to be? Anyway, what am I talking about? But exploration, 1,000 planets to explore, whole bunch of wildlife, whole bunch of creatures on these planets unique to the planet itself. As in, they didn't want to make aliens like strip aliens. They want to be like, okay, if you go to this is like, oh yeah, this planet's gonna have horses. Like, okay, this is what I expect these horses to look like. I want these horses to look like seahorses but above ground type of thing. You know what I mean? You have outposts, the outposts that you get where you can harvest materials when you're not there, which is great because I was very scared about this game because it was like, oh, you can collect all this stuff, so how are you supposed to get more tools if you're just rolling around doing things? Well, boom, you create an outpost, and the outpost is 100% customizable, and they got that from Fallout 4, which was, I think it was an idea from mods back in the day. I don't know which one. Correct me in the comments below, but Fallout 4. I just hope they don't add that one dude from Fallout 4 that's like, hey, the establishment, the Minutemen need you. We need you to come back immediately. I hope the outpost isn't like that, because if so, I'm gonna mute that. I'm gonna be like, bloop, and okay, your outpost, you're overrun by a T-Rex. You'll be okay. But that's pretty cool. The outpost and exploration goes hand in hand, so you can kind of do your thing from there. So, also the most important takeaway, of course, is going to be ships and ship combat. This is the thing I'm looking forward to the most. I'm pretty sure this is what everybody else is looking forward to most. Ships are 100% customizationable. You can make anything you want, literally. We know what everybody's going to make. Everybody's going to make Maras on day one, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a good time with that. But you can get a crew of people together. So I'm curious about how many people that you can get. I'm pretty sure if there's 1,000 planets, there's probably like 10,000 people that can probably join your party. When I say join your party, and I'm not like, maybe they can run around with you on these planets or not, but I'm gonna say they're gonna give you a lot of different people so you can put in different outposts, and it's probably gonna be kind of, if you guys played Yakuza Like a Dragon, Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon, you can get a business that you can help raise, and throughout the town you can hire people to work for you. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna be similar. I bet you there's probably gonna be like maybe like 50 good characters that can actually go on adventures with you and hang out with you, romance and stuff like that, of course. But it's not really fleshed out that they want to tell us that, because I really do believe Bethesda, what they want us to do, they want us to experience space travel on our own story, our own life within Starfield, which it's going to be great. But let's talk about space combat. Like, space combat looks crazy. I love the fact that you're so input in commands, as in like, oh, you want to go fast, all right, but if you want to go fast, you gotta sacrifice your shield. So okay, so you gotta put down your points in shields, then put it in speed, or vice versa. And then you give all full power and attack, so we can go through these guys ham. But that's really cool. I love that concept of it, flying around. I think space dogfights are gonna be fun. You can be a pirate, so you can go around, just salvage other ships. Pirates will attack you. The game has so much potential. Like, to me, space combat and space travel has to be the funnest part of the game, because that's the new element that Bethesda hasn't done before. And I feel like if they get that down, everything else will come together just fine, like white cheese. Like, it will be perfect. It'll be on the spot, no problems, just having fun in space. Whew, man, that was a lot. I wasn't thinking it was going to be that much, but that's the key points that I really care about in Starfield. I really could talk about a little bit more on this, because there's so much more to talk about. we do know the game will be 30 frames on console on the Xbox, because it is gotta remind everybody, it is only going to be on Xbox and PC. It is an exclusive. Is that a bad thing? No. Is it a good thing? No. I don't. It is what it is at this point. I won't be covering it because you guys know I don't have I don't have a Series X or Series whatever they are calling their Xboxes nowadays version to play that game. I do have a PC, but I know I can't run it. Hopefully, maybe one day I can get a PC that can run it, and I would make content. I think Starfield's gonna have amazing content. I think it's gonna be a game that we're gonna see a lot of in the near future. I honestly believe it's not gonna be a Fallout 76 issue. I believe this game's gonna come out. I think this game's gonna come in swinging, and I think this game's gonna come in hot. Like, I think this game is gonna be a good game. Are you now you're thinking, oh, is this game gonna be a game of the year? Game of the year is really hard to make game of the year. Like, what is a game of the year? So that's something to think about, and it may be a future video of mine. But Starfield, I highly recommend anybody that has time on their hands to check out that 40-minute direct. I highly recommend anybody that is gonna buy the game, pick it up. Preferably pick it up on the PC. From what I noticed, if you get it on Xbox, it's a digital voucher code. So there's going to be no physical copy of this game. It's going to be digital only. So I highly recommend everybody buy it on PC. Just buy it on PC. Like, I'm being straight up on it. Buy it on PC. I'm pretty sure Microsoft and Bethesda, they'll probably make some patches to up it running at 60 frames or 120, whatever you got to do. I'm not sure. I just know 30 frames per second. It's like the devil around here. I don't understand it, but hey, it is what it is. But highly recommend getting it on PC, because that's where the mods, that's where the game is going to shine the most and the brightest from there. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully I'll have a newer video coming out for you soon. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. If you think this video is boo-boo cheese, please give me a thumbs down. Either way, it let me know that I gotta make some changes or I'm doing good, you know what I mean? Please give me some comments down below what your thoughts of the game is. Do you think this game is good? Are you mad that this game is only gonna be on Xbox? Are you mad this game is only gonna shine greatest on PC? Just let me know your thoughts. I like to hear them. I like to talk. We can talk about them in the comments below. Well, guys, it's been fun. I'll see you guys on the next video.